Hello, welcome back to Chamber Connection. I'm Mary Hodson, president of the Chamber of Commerce here in Hutchinson, Minnesota. I'm so glad to be back. We took a couple of months off, but we came back just in time for the great week in June, which is the official start of summer here in Hutchinson, Minnesota. And with me today is the Commodore and First Mate, Ryan and Sam Elbert.
Hello.
Water Carnival is right around the corner.
Yeah.
Look at you guys. You're not like, you're just like.
It's internal. It's internal. You can't see it.
Cool, calm, and collected force of energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I have talked to a lot of Commodores over the years. I've talked to a lot of first mates, second mates, past, future, right? But this is a big week with a lot of expectations in Hutchinson. How does that make you feel?
Nervous.
A little bit of pressure, but I think it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be great. But
we have a good committee. A lot of good friends on the committee that are very committed to making it successful. Everyone wants to see it be successful. It seems to just come together, which is really cool. It is a well-oiled machine. We're always adding oil to make it better, but it's going good.
That's awesome. As long as you're not throwing fire into the oil, you're good.
Yeah.
I would also think that it's got to be an honor. I mean, from the outside looking in, and I've been kind of on the inside and kind of on the outside, it's also got to be an honor to be chosen to lead such an important week for our community.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it's a great honor. Obviously, putting trust in us to lead a group of people through all these events and planning it, I think it was a great honor to be chosen in the difficult times too, right? Because you have to push the organization through the things that we were dealing with a couple of years ago, COVID, trying to plan events through that stuff, and then make it the event that it always was, you know?
Right.
And that's really a big challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, there's expectations. Everybody has a different expectation, right? I mean, so when you're thinking, so when you got the call or the visit, did you know it was coming to be asked to be the vice?
I think we were at that point in the JC's Water Carnival for 8 years. So your time's coming, I think, if you stick with it long enough and you're active.
I think
you can hope, but
I think at that point we were the longest tenured JCs. So
yeah.
I think, what have we been in it, 10 years? 9 years?
Well, you got a ways to go to,
it's been 10
to
now.
meet our friend Chris Wilkie.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's
I don't
true.
think we'll have
That's
that
always-
opportunity.
That's always the running joke, I think, within JC's is Chris Wilkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You were in for a long time, my friend. Yeah. So what was your initial reaction when you had the request that you would pick this up? What were you thinking, Sam?
I don't think there was really a hesitation. I think we knew we would say yes and just think it's going to happen. And yeah, I don't think we ever thought about saying no. But then just learning, then you start taking notes every year, okay, this is what we're going to have to do, or this is what we need to pay attention to. Because there's some events that you don't know a lot about if you weren't involved in that planning process. So, prior to that, we hadn't done a lot with pageant in our years. And that's a big thing. So learning what's all involved with that and the setup and the details and all of that,
Right.
So just really trying to take note and pay attention to those details so that we can execute it this year, hopefully.
Right. And you get a big binder.
Oh, yeah, it's about that. So I actually made a binder for the binder, which sounds crazy, but no, I did, and it works.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of need the cliff notes
Yeah.
and then the details, right?
Yep.
So this year, let's talk about 2022. We have a fun Water Carnival button design. We all have them on this morning. What's going to be happening? What are you looking forward to besides the end of Sunday? What are you looking forward to most during Water Carnival?
Well, first of all, enjoying the week. I mean, you put in so much time and effort in the last couple months. Phone calls, texts, emails, all throughout the day, and it's taking away from your primary job, and that's our secondary job, right? Mm-hmm. So just enjoying the week, enjoying what we've accomplished, what we've planned with the committee. I think that's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, just seeing there's a couple Well, there's new events and there's reformats of old events, and like kicking off the week Monday is going to be fun, different than we've done in the past, but just hopefully getting a little bit more excitement to start the week. And then, I don't know, every event, really, Community Day is going to be great. Hopefully, weather is great, and
it's not your problem.
No, it's Don.
It's Don's problem.
But as long as, as long as there's people that come out and support it,
right.
That's what I hope for.
So let's start with Monday. You said that's going to look different. So we have the schedule here, the medallion hunt and music in the park. Let's talk about that. What does that look like?
Yeah, so we used to kick off with, the Flag Day ceremony and a little bit more formal introduction, but this is going to be a little more casual. We're doing the JCs are doing their bike helmet giveaway at 5, kind of incorporating our old bike and board bonanza that we used to do in the spring, kind of bringing that down there to the library square. At 5 on Monday, giving away helmets. Rotary's going to be there selling food and drinks, and then the medallion kickoff. So typically they announce that online. They give the clues, but this one is going to be an in-person only exclusive clue. So you have to be there to get the Monday clue, and that's at 6 o'clock, I think, on Monday.
6 o'clock.
And then following that, then the music in the park. Is it
South grade.
South grade is playing, and then our candidates will all be there. We'll do a casual introduction of the candidates, but then we want them out in the crowd selling buttons and just getting to know people and introducing themselves to the community.
That will be great.
I think one really cool thing that this Monday has shown is that there's multiple groups involved with this particular day. And so I really appreciate that about Music in the Park Committee. We've got Rotary there. Wheel and Cog is coming. So it was just a mesh of groups. It was, thank God for Music in the Park. They did an awesome job planning this and helping us with it. So it's a good collaboration, and we're really excited about that.
Yeah.
And that's what we know Hutchinson to be, very collaborative. And I remember a few years ago, people going, oh, we can't do this. It's Water Carnival week. And I would say, how about if you connect with the Commodore? Because I bet they would love for you to actually collaborate together. And they're like, really? And so that's when people really started to understand that it's a great week to actually do things. And you're looking for some of those items as well.
Yeah. Which brings us to Tuesday, is the disc golf tournament, which we used to not do. And they came to us and said, we want to have a disc golf tournament. And so we partner with them. We promote it. They have it. We get to go play. And these guys, Don and Ryan, and the girls all form teams and go out and play, and it's just a fun event.
There
for the girls.
is a royal family who hadn't done it before, but now are avid disc golf players because of that event.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome, and that's out at Ridgewater, right?
Ridgewater, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're super excited. They love having that event.
It's a lot of fun. It's humbling for the people
There's
that
some
don't.
really good disc golf players.
that don't play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's not something I would, I'm just going to go, lemonade? Do you want something out of the cooler? That would be my.
I can't even play catch with the kids. Like, I'm terrible at Frisbee, so.
Yeah. Okay, so Wednesday, we've added something to Wednesday.
So this was another community partnership I was reached out to by the Hutchinson Huskies, and they had asked if they could make, I'm kind of going into Sunday,
That's
but
okay.
that's their Hutchinson Husky JC Water Carnival baseball game. Well, Wednesday, we're actually going to go out. They have a game on Wednesday, and we're going to take Madeline and Maddie, and they're going to throw out the first pitch Wednesday night. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I think they're a little nervous, so but it'll be kind of cool to.
So here's my question for you, because you were also on the Dairy Day committee, and we talked about this a little bit ago. The royal family is celebrity milking on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Are they more nervous about throwing out the first pitch or milking?
I think the first pitch.
So,
Really?
Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay.
And then I just wanted to touch base
Yeah.
too. On Wednesday, we're also going to be selling buttons at the game.
Okay.
What's cool about that is if you buy a button on Sunday's game, you're actually going to get in for free if you have a Water Carnival button. So.
yeah, and I think their admission price is $5 for a game, and the buttons are only $3.
Free.
So, yeah. No
So
reason
let's
not
talk about the buttons while we kind of landed here for a minute.
Yeah.
We'll just go on a little tangent.
Yeah.
Buttons are $3.
Yep.
You can buy them from any candidate, junior or queen candidate.
Yep.
You can buy them at the chamber.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
Who else has them?
Who else?
Banks. Some banks have them.
Yeah.
Citizens.
So Citizens, Core Trust, I have them in my office at the Farm Bureau office. I've got a ton of them. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
if somebody wants them, I can sell them a lot.
Okay, awesome. So people might be wondering, nobody knocked on my door this year wanting to sell me a button.
Yeah.
But you guys changed that up a little bit
Yeah.
because of past experiences, right?
Yeah.
Talk about that a little bit.
Well, I guess it started with COVID, right? We didn't go and knock on people's doors because it just wasn't common practice at that point in our lives. So we just decided that, you know what, it's always rainy in May. It's always seems to be a challenge to get out and sell buttons. So we wanted to do something different. We wanted to challenge our candidates, juniors and queen candidates, to sell buttons, and then also our committee. So we started in May. We've been selling buttons and we've sold a lot so far. But there's a internal contest, which is kind of fun. And then that's actually going to lead up to Water Carnival Week. So we're going to have a button night or a celebration on Sunday for our committee. And then that weekend prior, we're going to be at various businesses. So Cashwise, Walmart.
Squeakies, the pool,
Yeah.
the farmer's market,
Great
the brewery.
ideas.
We're going to have a table set up at these places that Sunday prior to Water Carnival starting, and our candidates will be there selling.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's
Cash, check, or Venmo, so you can't say no.
great. You were telling me ahead of time that you set up Venmo.
Yeah.
And that was genius.
Yeah.
I love that idea because that's how we transact money these days, right? So kudos to you.
Yeah, and then the buttons also, I mean, you get into the Huskies game on Sunday night, or if you'd rather go to the pageant, they're kind of conflicting times, but, you know, people would maybe want to do one or the other, so you can get into the coronation, sorry. The Huskies game Sunday, it also has, like, if you go to Below Zero the week of Water Carnival Week, you get 50 cents off there if you have your button with you. There's one other, don't remember what else it is, but
Because how could you ever remember everything
Yeah.
about the week without it all detailed in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Matt knows. We're going to go back. So let's talk about Thursday.
yes.
What's happening on Thursday?
We have water in the river.
Yeah,
So
tons of water.
we don't have to worry about that this year.
So boat parade.
Yeah, we're going to do the boat parade, same thing like last year. We'll also have Andy Austin playing. We're going to have fireworks. I'm really crossing my fingers. We're planning on having the fireworks out on the river. So we're going to light the fireworks off on a barge, which I think will be kind of fun for the community. It might allow them to see them a little bit better. The boats will have a little bit better show. So we're going to do that. And then I skipped it, but Queen of the Lakes presentation. So Erica, the Queen of the Lakes, she's going to be here throughout the week, which is going to be awesome. So we're going to have a little presentation for her. Trying to get her to sing with Andy Austin. This might be my little elbow to her right now if she's watching this.
Note to self, I'll be sending her a snap later. So if you don't know, Erica Tillman was our queen, Miss Hutchinson, a couple of years ago. And then when she went to the Aquatennial week in Minneapolis, she was named Queen of the Lakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she's only the second, if I remember correctly, second woman to get Queen of the Lakes.
Yep.
And Erin Westland had been princess the year before, so that kind of meant that nobody expected Erica to
Right.
get a crown, right? And I remember the video. I have goosebumps just thinking about it. And you all are screaming. It was wonderful.
It was actually kind of fun because the previous Queen of the Lakes, I don't remember what year it was, she was the one that was announcing Erica.
Yes.
And I just remember just before she announced her name, she got slightly choked
was-
up.
There was a little catch.
Little catch. And we're like, oh, this is it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
that was
super
awesome.
fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present the Minneapolis Aquatennial Queen of the Lakes from the community of Hutchinson.
Yeah. Neibauer.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Natalie?
Thank you. Yes, Natalie. And so, yeah, I remember Erica's mom telling me that she just heard this little,
Yep.
and she thought, no. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I know. It's
So
giving me goosebumps
I
right now talking about it. It was our
know.
first aquatennial experience.
Yeah.
And it was great.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Our daughter was mad she wasn't with us.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. So we've got the fireworks possibly on a barge in the middle of the river. We'll find out as we
Yep.
get closer, I'm sure. And then all heck breaks loose on Friday, right?
Yeah.
That's the one, right?
Yep.
That's where it all really starts happening. So Friday at noon.
We have the teddy bear band, a traditional for the kids, which is going to be out. We love having them. The kids love it.
Yeah.
So that's going to be great. We'll have some food.
Yeah. Hutch Hockey serving, I think, pizza again.
Yeah.
Hutch Health will be there with ice cream, free ice cream.
The
Yeah.
candidates will be there.
Yep.
Madeline and Maddie will be there. The royal family will be there. Kind of everybody's on
Yeah.
hand for that, right?
Yeah,
Bring a
absolutely.
teddy
Kids-
bear. Yeah.
The kids can interact with their bears and all of the candidates,
Yep,
right?
absolutely.
All right, and then
We've got the pageant.
Pageant.
So we're making some changes this year. We're gonna make it a little bit more modern, and actually, it came from going to Aquatennial. It was, I never thought it was gonna be as exciting as it was, but I thought it was kind of fun.
It was.
Right.
We wanted to bring back to Hutch, and we have put on, Leah and Josh Camerath have been working really hard on changing what that looks like, and they're really excited about it. I'm not 100% sure what it's going to look like, but I believe in what they're doing. So
Yep, absolutely.
It's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. So.
yeah, I know that I've talked to Leah beforehand, and she said that it's just really fun to reimagine something. But also, people should know that when they go, they're not going to see the same stage that they've seen
Yep.
For a long time.
for a long time, right? Because what is the saying? And this is my leadership part coming out, right? What's the surest way to fail when you ask the question, why do we do this? Well, because we've always
Right.
done it this way. And times have changed.
Yeah.
And that's okay to make some updates. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like.
Yeah, I am
Let's
too.
I think it'll be great. I think it'll be fabulous.
Yeah.
And then the Huskies game is then that evening as well,
Yep,
right?
they've got a Huskies game.
Okay. And then Saturday, this is where you have to have a calendar.
Yeah.
And you have to have everything lined out, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about Community Day.
Yeah. So fortunately, everything's staying down at the river. So
That's
just
nice.
show up and you're going to catch it all. But we start off with, there's a beanbag tournament you can register the day of or ahead of time online.
Do-do-do.
Yeah,
Yes.
working with the Minnesota Cornhole group.
Crow River Cornhole.
Crow River Cornhole.
Yep.
They're helping us organize that.
Okay.
And again, there's a lot of good cornhole players. I mean, some people get really intense.
Yeah.
But you can just come out and have fun too. So.
Right? Okay. And then he's going to whip us back over to,
There's a couple things. So the
I haven't noticed this before.
the dunk tank.
The
is that-
dunk tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's going to start at 11, which is going to be cool. Is I've gotten past Commodores to commit to getting dunked.
News to me.
So all the proceeds, it was a tough sell. Just kidding. So all the proceeds will go to the scholarship fund, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's a great idea. Now, are you able to tell us who those past Commodores are yet that will be in the dunk tank to help us sell even more?
Yes. So I've got lined up right now. I've got Troy Lenars.
Well, you're going to make thousands of dollars right there.
Absolutely. I'm going to make him stay there all day. No, we've got Adam Fink and then Dan Kellerman right now.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
Yeah, that's who we have.
Okay, so I should start sending out some messages to a few others to say,
Absolutely.
time to give back again.
Absolutely. So that's going
Awesome.
to be fun.
Oh, the tradition, a kitty day, but I also see a puppy day parade.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're adding in puppies. Dogs, canines, I guess. Dogs, puppies, whatever. I don't know if cats want to be in a parade.
They're not that. They're too good for that.
So the Kitty Day Parade starts at 11, but you register beforehand at like 10, between 10 and 10:30. Dress up in a costume. We have different themes. I think they're listed on our website, but really any costume you'll fit into a category. There's a miscellaneous category if you're something really bizarre. And then the kids just parade around the park, led by the candidates and stuff in the Gators. And then the puppies will be in there somewhere, I guess. And we've got puppy prizes for the little dressed up dogs and prizes for the kids. They get a little cash prize for best costumes for each category.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really fun. It is a really good tradition because I've got a friend who lives in Iowa right now, and she always talks about how much fun they had when they were kids being part of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's great. All right, junior royalty coronation. That might be more emotional than Sunday night.
That's going to be a little more stressful for me, I think.
Because it's one thing when you're talking about adults,
Yeah.
and it's hard for adults, but when you're talking about little kids who maybe have their heart set on something, right?
Yes.
But I'm always impressed by the speeches that the outgoing royalty give
Absolutely.
at their ages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They're
cool.
so sweet.
Yeah, it's a cool opportunity for them to
Yeah.
talk in public like that. So
Yeah.
And Maddox and Zoe have been so great. It's been great getting to know them and their families, and they are just the sweetest
Yeah.
kids.
Because you really do become a family.
Yeah.
yeah, we
Your own
hung
family,
out
right?
many times, and our kids have hung out with them, and play dates. It's been great.
Sleepovers. Yeah.
Right, because you've got Mr. Hutchinson and Woman of the Year. You've got the little kiddos. You've got the candidates who have now won. So you all become your own special pod, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The ups and the downs, right? Yeah. Okay, so there's raffle prizes.
Got raffle prizes. Yep.
Yeah. Biggest
And-
ones are like kids' bikes. We're giving away some kids' bikes.
I love that. And then the big, exciting new event.
Yeah, this
I
is
just
gonna be
think this
fun.
is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, Josh Lafine came to me last, I think it was like August, and mentioned, hey, we should do a cardboard boat race. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds exciting. And whenever anybody comes to me and says they're excited about something, I'm like, it's got to be good, right?
Right, yep.
So, yeah, we're going to have a cardboard boat race. We have a few teams signed up already. We've got a couple
Yeah.
businesses that are going to be making some cardboard boats, some businesses that have access to really good cardboard. Apparently, there's different...
There's different
Yeah, quality levels, and
Yep.
so we
triple wall corrugated.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it's only duct tape and cardboard that you can use, and you get to see how long it floats. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be kind of exciting.
So I thought when I saw this the other day, I was sharing with somebody else. I love that there's the Pride of Water Carnival, the most attractive and the best design, but the Titanic Award is glorious.
absolutely.
That's genius.
That'll be
Because
fun.
you know someone's going to go down
Oh, for sure.
in a blaze of glory, right? Yeah. This one, did I see that you need to be registered early? What happens if they are coming in on Monday the 6th? Is that okay? Or is this one of those things where this is the 3rd and that's it?
Well, Josh might not like this, but I think that would probably be okay.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
I think we've
We'll
got a little
make
bit of
Josh
time.
bend a little
Yeah.
bit, right?
I'm not sure what his plan is for the process of
Yeah.
I
getting
think
people out there, but
I am really excited for this.
We are gonna throw out. He's gonna throw out a date soon in the next week or so. I do have a ton of cardboard in my office. We've been accumulating a bunch for people that may not have access to a bunch. So
Okay.
I'd prefer it leave my office as soon as possible because I don't want it staying there.
yeah, and the boats have to be constructed ahead of time. So you
Yep.
construct them, you bring them down to the water, and you just go. So
Okay.
and all age divisions. We have kids. I had a team this morning sign up that was 2 8-year-olds. So
I just think it's great. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the mattress races down Buck Hill kind of thing,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Good. Well, that should be good and that should be fun. And I also saw that Josie's going to be playing down there
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Okay. So then everybody gets a little bit of a breather and then open to the public. There's a lot of private water carnival internal events that happen, but then people don't always realize that the Queen's Dance is open to the public.
It is open to the public, yeah. So if you're so inclined, we're going to be down at the Crow River golf course, and there's going to be a DJ. We're going to have a dance. Yeah, you're more than welcome to come down. So that's at 8:30.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now we're going to turn around right to Sunday. There's a lot of things that are already happening because you've got the breakfast, you've got the car show, and then at 1 o'clock, any rain that's there will part.
Yep.
The clouds will go away. Well, maybe the clouds can stay because it can get
okay.
really hot.
The light mist last year was actually
Wasn't
kind of
bad.
nice.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, of course, it's the Grand Day Parade. It is not the Chamber Father's Day Parade, contrary to some people's belief.
Yep.
Right.
There's a lot of logistics. I don't think people understand that go into the parade because It goes all the way up to the state level. We got to close down the highway. We can
Yep.
only be on there for so long. Just trying to line everybody up and make sure everybody's in the right spot it's a logistical challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a great event.
And it's one of those things where you realize, as many of these events are coordinated with the city and the Hutchinson Police
Yep.
Services, right?
Yep.
And a lot of this could not happen without their involvement and their commitment to the community having a fun and safe time.
Yeah, it's all across the board between Joe Nagel at the police department, the Mike Schumann at the fire department, the city, helping us out how they do. I mean, it would not be able to. We would not be able to do this event if it wasn't for them.
Right.
Yes.
So an extra shout out to them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, Grand Day Parade. There's another baseball game.
This is the one you get into free if you have a button.
Perfect.
Also, if you're a father, I believe, so or Father's Day, yeah.
Okay. And then coronation. Glitter, some tears, excitement, and then boom, go back out to the fireworks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
And this will be similar to the pageant. We're gonna spice it up, change it up a little bit. Again, have no idea how it's gonna look, but
One thing I did overlook, though, or not think about, but during the pageant on Friday night is when you also name the new Mr. Hutchinson and Woman of the Year.
Yep.
And that's chosen by the Vice Commodore and Second Mate,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
Yep.
So that's all
So
done.
that's all happening there, too. So still some surprises and unveilings
Yep.
that happen on Friday.
Yep.
Yes.
Exciting. Well, number one, make sure you get your buttons, right? Everybody, you want to get your button. It's a great way to help support the program. If you are part of a business and you're like, how can I participate? I know a guy who can help you get
Absolutely.
connected. You can call Ryan at the office, I'm sure, at Farm Bureau. If you call the chamber, we may have some connections and numbers. But certainly you'll always take that support and that help. And then if you need more details, there's posters all over town, but you can go to watercarnival.org
Yep.
and get all of the details on each one of the events. Also, they're listed on the Explore Hutchinson website. Thank you very much to those people who put in a lot of time to put in everything onto that calendar. And my last thing is thank you. Thank you
you.
for not only being here and making the time, but also this is a huge commitment for an entire family. This isn't just about you or the two of you. Your whole family is committed to this because there's a lot of times that you guys have to be together and maybe the kiddos can't be. So I know that you have some extra help, extra friends, the family, the extended family comes in to help. But thank you for doing that and being willing to commit to your community this way. It makes a difference to a lot of people. So thank you.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So again, if you have more questions about Water Carnival, you can go to watercarnival.org or you can go to explorehutchinson.com because you know that there's much in Hutch, and this is one week in particular that proves that very point. I hope to see you out at Water Carnival events this year, and I will see you next month.